Hello, our dear viewers. Welcome to Afia Health and Lifestyle Interview Series. And on this episode, we are going to be talking about breast cancer and the rumors attached to it. It is the month of October, and worldwide, the month of October is special for women. It is special for us in the health sector, and it is special because it is the month that is dedicated to creating awareness and support for people with breast cancer. And that is why this discussion, this session is going to be dedicated towards that. So, what are we going to be discussing about when it comes to breast cancer? Are we going to be talking about the rumors, or we're going to be talking about breast cancer generally? Well, um, this is debunking the rumor segment. So, we're going to pick out some rumors that you must have heard about breast cancer and how true they are and what exactly is right. Okay, so and doing that with me on the show today, because of course I can't do that by myself, would be Mr. Bola Owate, and he has been on this show quite a number of times, and he is the president of the Association of Medical Students, University of Lagos, AMSO. He's going to be talking as briefly as possible on certain things. So, um, what have you heard about breast cancer that you are not sure if it is true or false? I'll tell you some. One is that men cannot have breast cancer. Is that true? Is that false? I mean, breast is generally attached to women, but men have breast too. So, can men have breast cancer or not? We're going to be shedding light on that today. And what other myth can we talk about breast cancer? Oh, yes. When you find lump in your breast, it automatically means that you have breast cancer. That is another myth that we're going to be debunking today. What does that lump means? What is the next step to take? Those are the things we'll be doing in the next couple of minutes. So join me as I welcome Mr. Bola Wata and I bring him up onto the show. Hello, Mr. Bola. Good day to you. How are you?
Good day. I'm doing very well. Remy, how you doing?
Well, we're trying, we're trying, we're trying. So, it is the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, the month of October, a special month for all of us uh, in the health sector and women at large. And I am also aware that your association, for instance, Association of Medical Students, University of Lagos, is probably doing some things as regard awareness for breast cancer. And that is
Yes.
not limited to just your association. Every NGO, every organization, every health institution are out there informing people, teaching people, putting it out there that yes, this is a thing, and yes, this can be dealt with if you know what you need to know about it. I mean, it's one of the least causing death of cancer in women generally, amongst other things. So why not nip it in the bud when we can? So
Yeah.
that is what the month of October is. And here at Afia Health and Lifestyle Interview Series, we are here to do our own part, thereby creating awareness on to this breast cancer, and you are here to join me in doing that. I'm going to go straight to the point. I'm not even going to ask you when was the first time you heard about it. Or I want us to go straight because this is serious business.
Yeah.
Do men have breast cancer too?
Yes, men do have breast cancer, but it's common conception that it's exclusively a woman's disease because of what you've rightly mentioned. Quite all right. There's a lower rate of breast cancer amongst men, but the interesting finding, so according to the National Breast Cancer Foundation, um, apparently there are higher rates of breast cancer deaths amongst men, and that's largely due to low level of awareness. So if
So
a
what
man,
you are sorry,
yeah,
sorry. What you are
go ahead,
saying
go
is
ahead.
that even though breast cancer is more common in women than in men, men would die from breast cancer more than women. Is that what
Yes,
you are
that's the
saying?
main that. Yes,
How is
that's
that? How is
according to
that?
the
Please, if you can
according
shed
to
more
the.
light.
Yes, what did you say?
I said, how is that? If you can shed more light.
Okay, so now first of all, based on numbers, if you have a particular amount of men, so apparently, according to the National Breast Cancer Foundation, it's men are 25% more times more likely to die of breast cancer than women. Now, you may have way less men having the disease. Let me say, when you have 1,000 women having breast cancer, you probably have, let's say, 20. I'm just putting a number to it, or let's just say 100 men for 1,000 women. But because amongst the women, the awareness is better, health seeking behavior is better, they catch the signs quicker and start treatment earlier. Um, a lower percentage out of that 1,000 would um, lead to complications of death. But amongst the men, they may see a lump and they would not put any thought to it. And so a higher percentage of that 100 would eventually graduate to a more complicated um, phase and eventually to death. So that's how that works.
Okay, before we continue into what to check out for, can we also say that the fact that um, men would probably not report it is also a reason why we are having that low number, like 100 of them having it. Like it can be way more than that.
Actually, that's another angle. To be frank, that's another angle because they do not report it typically. You may not even know the actual prevalence of the disease amongst men globally.
Wow, wow. Thank you very much, Mr. Bola Owate. That is a really, really big eye opener. Not only do men also have breast cancer, in fact, they are more likely to die from it than women would. Okay. Let's now go into what to do. We are creating awareness for breast cancer. Oh, yes. But at the same time, um, now that we are also trying to let, oh, men can also have it. So for men and women alike, how can you know that you should go and check yourself? I don't know if you understand my question. Like, what is the thing to do to ensure, okay, I think I need to go and check myself. So when we can discuss that, then we'll now go ahead and discuss the other myths from breast cancer.
Okay, so what you're asking is what they should do um, to prevent or to identify risks of having breast cancer, right? Oh yeah.
Okay.
So what is advice is at regular intervals, um, whether you're a man or you're a woman, you should carry out self breast checks, which the procedures for the self breast checks you can find literally anywhere online, and your nearby medical practitioners would also can also provide you with information on how to carry out these checks. The whole point of the checks is to find abnormalities, whether be they lumps, be they dimples in the breast, be they discolorations in the breast, be this discharge in the nipples. It's something that you can do every morning while you are brushing or after brushing or during your bath, preferably or most advisably in front of a mirror, so that you can catch any oddities. So it's something that you can do every day, you can do once a week, just regular basis. And that way you can find abnormalities. The only way you can know if there's an abnormality is if you've been doing it for a while to know what is normal. Um, so we advise women to do that a lot, in order to catch breast cancer early, if or to catch risks of breast cancer early if there are any. It's also advisable for men to do that as well. And if any abnormality is found, you can present to a nearby clinic for further examination.
Yes, on that thought, before we go ahead and talk about probably tests that is done in the clinic and all of that, you just spoke about checking your breast, men and women alike in front of a mirror, preferably to check for lumps and all of that. Now that takes us to the second myth that we are going to be debunking today. There's this general belief, at least from those that now know how to check for lumps or know what to check for. The idea is the moment you find lumps or abnormality or discharge, something, it automatically means that you have breast cancer. Is that true? Is there any element of truth in that statement?
So the truth is that in reality, only a small percentage of breast lumps are actually breast cancer. Breast lumps can be a whole myriad of things. It could be a
Okay.
benign breast lump. It could be a lipoma. Okay, let me. I don't want. There are some of these words that some of the viewers may not understand, but for those that you don't understand, you can just check up the meanings. It could be a breast abscess, meaning there could have been an infection, and it would have led to like a collection of pus somewhere in the breast. It could be so if you find a red swelling in the breast, for instance, a red painful swelling, that could be mastitis, which is just inflammation of the breast. Um, it could be a whole lot of things. It could, and funny enough, it may not even be a disease. Some women just naturally have lumpy breasts, so it could literally just be the normal way the woman's breast is,
Okay.
but it feels very lumpy. For a number of women, the breasts are smooth, but there are some women that breasts are quite lumpy. And if you are checking your breast for the first time and you have that kind of breast, you may become apprehensive that oh, these are um, ominous lumps. This could point to cancer, but it could just be the normal way the woman's breast is. That is not to play down the importance of finding abnormalities or to play down the importance of finding lumps in the breast, which is why
All
if you
right.
find any abnormal change whatsoever, irrespective of what it may be, you should go to a clinic, to a doctor to find out what it is. Because even though it is not breast cancer, you still need to get treatment for whatever it is. For instance, if it's an infection, you need to get treatment for the infection. If it's an abscess, they have to know what treatment has to be done to take care of that. So it's important. It's actually important to either way, when you find an abnormality, still meet your doctor. Um, and
All right.
it would help if it's actually pointing towards cancer because it will be caught early. So there's that.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. You've really said a lot. And all I can put together for my viewers is that one, men can also have breast cancer. In fact, they are more likely to die from breast cancer than women for so many reasons. And secondly, finding lump in your breast doesn't automatically mean you have breast cancer. It can mean a whole lot of things. So those are very, very vital information that even if that is what we are able to teach or inform the viewers about from this interview, that is a whole lot. Um, to round up, breast cancer is definitely not a death sentence. As long as it is caught early, you inform your physician and you use your treatments as you should. It is not a death sentence. As a matter of fact, a lot is going into research and a lot is being done to help people with breast cancer to survive the cancer as a whole. So, our dear viewers, I want to thank you for joining us. Thank you, Mr. Bola, for all of the information you have laid bare. So, we really appreciate your joining us today.
Thank you.
All right. So, our dear viewers, we have come to the end of today's show. Um, yes, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Ring the bell, sound the alarm, inform your neighbor, tell everybody. This month is the month to let everyone know about breast cancer and how to protect yourself, how to ensure that you are steps ahead, like checking yourself every morning, find lumpy breast, go to your doctor to ensure that it is checked. Is it breast cancer? Is it benign? Or is it malignant? So those are things that are important. Those are things that are important, and the importance cannot be overemphasized because it is what will determine how much of a survivor you're going to be about as regards this cancer. So please inform everybody. Inform everybody. Share this video with friends and family. Like, subscribe. Put on your notification so that for every time we post a new video, you get a notice on your phone. Thank you for joining us on After Health and Lifestyle Interview Series. Have a nice day.